Imagine this for a moment. One person releases a single photo, and suddenly the internet feels softer, warmer, almost unreal. At the exact same time, a song he released years ago is still sitting at the very top of the charts, refusing to move. That's not coincidence. That's Jimin. And right now, his world feels like it's glowing from every direction. Let's talk about the moment that made people stop scrolling. When Vogue Korea revealed its February issue, it didn't feel like a regular magazine drop. It felt like an invitation into a fairy tale. Blonde hair catching the light, delicate expressions, those unmistakable eyes that somehow feel gentle and intense at the same time. Jimin appeared not just as a model, but as the main character of Valentine's Day itself. Vogue described him as lighthearted, dreamy, fairy tale-like, warm. And for once, those words didn't feel like exaggeration. Every frame carried emotion. The way he stood, the way he looked just past the camera, the quiet confidence that comes from knowing exactly who you are. As Dior's global ambassador, Jimin didn't just wear the clothes, he told stories with them. A floral jacket that felt poetic rather than bold, a black vest and deep teal suit that revealed a physique shaped by years of discipline, dance, and devotion. Nothing about it screamed for attention, and yet, no one could look away. Then came the image everyone couldn't stop talking about. Jimin lifting a blue candy to his lips, dressed in a white shirt and black jacket. Simple, intimate, almost playful. That single moment turned into thousands of reposts, edits, captions, and quiet reactions that said the same thing without words. This doesn't feel real. Social media proved it instantly. Hashtags like #JiminX Vogue Korea and JiminX Dior shot straight to the top of worldwide and Korean trends. The magazine didn't just trend, it dominated. Ranking from 1st to 7th on real-time bestseller lists across major bookstores, it became clear this wasn't just admiration, it was connection. Vogue Korea sealed the mood with a message that felt almost personal, filled with love and romance. Happy Valentine's Day. And just when you think the story is about beauty, fashion, and romance, it quietly shifts. Because while Jimin was redefining Valentine's Day visually, his music was doing something no one in Korea has ever done before. At the same time this pictorial was taking over timelines, Jimin's song Who reached an almost unbelievable milestone. 500 days at #1 on Spotify, Korea's daily top songs chart. 500 Days. Released in July 2024 as the title track of his second solo album Muse, Who debuted at #1 and simply stayed, day after day, month after month, year after year. As of January 6, 2026, it became the first and only song in Spotify Korea history to achieve 500 #1s on the daily chart. No gimmicks, no sudden viral push, just people choosing to listen again and again. And the record doesn't stop there. Who also became the first and only song to remain #1 on Spotify Korea's weekly top songs chart for a full year, 52 consecutive weeks. Now extending to 71 weeks, it holds the title for the most number ones in the chart's entire history. Over 89 million streams later, Who isn't just a hit. It's a companion, a song people never stop coming back to. And when you look at the bigger picture, it becomes even more emotional. With Like Crazy, Set Me Free 2, Angel Point 1, and multiple versions all reaching #1 as well, Jimin has now accumulated 804 total #1s on Spotify Korea's daily top songs chart. He's the first, and still the only artist to surpass 800 cumulative #1s. That's not just success, that's endurance. Think about what that means. The same artist who can make Valentine's Day feel intimate and romantic through a single photograph is the same artist whose music quietly lives in people's daily routines, their late nights, their long drives, their quiet moments. Jimin doesn't demand attention, he earns loyalty. And maybe that's why this moment feels so powerful. Because while trends come and go, while noise rises and fades, Jimin remains. Soft but strong, romantic but relentless, dreamlike on the surface and historic underneath. Right now, whether it's fashion, music, or emotion, Jimin isn't just part of the moment. He is the moment.